Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Five weeks come and gone already, and we're off here at Week 6 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Miller. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, and they go right back to it. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Yellow. Side.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Kittle makes the catch. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. It's Cox again. It's Kittle. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
The numbers pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Williams has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Rashad White on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Browns.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Running right, this is Jones. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. With a quick pass out line. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down. Offense to the line fast. Pistol snap, Darnold. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Yellow. 180.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Wanted to fit that one into Davante Adams. And now they face 2nd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes will hang on to it. Escapes the defender. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Handoff here for Miller. Room to run inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Hey, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during the game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a 13-0 lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's White on the return. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They get it on the ground here with Dobbins. He's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. One play in blocking this drive is already in enemy territory. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook will wide open.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the gun, Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That pass caught by Strange. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
On second down, here's Dobbins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Browns get there and take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again, in a massive sack on 1st down. That's the right way to begin this series defensively.
Going to let this one fly deep downfield. And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they had the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play, because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I can think of an older football video game title where 30 yards to go was the default and easily attainable by an offense. Well, this is not that title. And this is borderline impossible. In fact, I can hear a coordinator saying in the ear to the QB, hey, this call, It's on you. Good luck.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Samuel on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
We go sack.
Now Darnold off the play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And have him gain about a handful there. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
So it'll be 3rd and 4, but not just yet. Only 2 minutes to go in our first half. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now Darnold. On the screen, this is White. That's the 1st and more inside the 45. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Slot man motioned over. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Dobbins. Ooh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. Angling this one in for the right hash to challenge here. Corey Gallis connects, and that gets him back to within 11. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Gets it to him on the screen. He's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
New set of downs from the 37. They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? They'll air it out on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
This one well struck and angled toward the sideline. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow!
From the gun, a give to Miller. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
That's taken at the 15. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Browns take over. First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. First and 10, Darnold to his back, J.K. Dobbins. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40, and that brings up third down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. They get 6 and a first down as well.
For a Browns first down. It's a gain of 6. First down.
Here's Darnold. Running a screen now for Jones. And he managed what he can off to the 48. Tackled on the play by Kuna Ford.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Darnold. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And 15 there. And that's a Browns first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got first down here from the 36. And again, it's Darnold. Pulled in by his back, White. Spins out of one stop. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Carry here for Dobbins. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got third and 4. Here's Darnold to throw. Chased out to his right. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls him back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. From his own end zone, here we go. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Yellow.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. They'll bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Direct snap to the up man. He's going to push for it. And he's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble as their creativity is rewarded. With a turnover on downs.
Well, they tried the fake, but no one was fooled. Defenders saw right through that attempt to sell that punt. Clearly, this squad did their homework this week, and they knew that was coming on 4th down.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Play fake, Darnold. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Yellow, yellow.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Kittle makes the catch. And they make the tackle at the 38. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Throwing again, Mahomes. Has a man downfield. It's Pittman. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Gain of 26 yards there. And the Steelers have a first down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space.
Yes, the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Yellow.
Again, Mahomes to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Andre Sisco. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Drive starts with a carry by White. And this is a tough one. Met back at his own 2-yard line for the loss. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Running on second with White. And give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for Browns. First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready?
Donald with a quick pass out wide. And he's brought down after a short gain. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
From the gun, Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A give to Dobbins. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. A stop made at the 36. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
And it's third down.
To throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
First down. A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Cleveland.
Yo, lady. Face up.
Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
At second and 8 at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He is taken down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long.
Red 80. Your side. Face up.
Now to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down.
Red 80. Face up.
Back to throw. Finds a man, right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
Brings up second and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Catch made. And it's not over yet for Bull fans. He scores, and now a 2-point conversion will force overtime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Man, it is loud in here, Brock. They've got to get set and convert, though, to tie it up.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here we go, yellow lady. Face up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they can't connect that time. And after the touchdown, unfortunately, can't finish off the 2 they needed to tie this game and force overtime. So only a handful of seconds left. They have time for this and a single snap. I think the Browns got that one back. They did! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Right.
Now an inside handoff to Miller. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, Brock, the fans, all right. Here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. I'm trying to be a man, it can stay friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out. Yes, her and the E go to my house. You can spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't much. What is this?
Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hansen. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the Cleveland Browns. And it's Kyren Williams. He's going to fight his way into the end zone from a yard out. From there, let's go out to London. The Jets taking on the Broncos at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And this is the Broncos wideout. You want instant offense? Try this one on for size. He makes the catch, and then watch him go. How about an 84-yard catch and run for the touchdown? Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints hosting the New England Patriots. And this is Jaden Reed. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. He'll wind up going 60 yards for the touchdown. The Saints improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports.